Hey guys, Sarah Ansboury here, and tip I have for you today is talking about your position in the transition zone. Often we like to call it the opportunity zone. A lot of people have fear that they're not supposed to be here. It is absolutely okay to be here. It's kind of fun to be here, but it's all about your position and getting ready for the next ball. So we do want to look at a couple of things. So this is where I see most players get stuck. They are kind of in a mid-court position and they are squatting down into their heels, okay? So a couple things to think about here. If your opponent is doing this, okay, then this is actually a benefit for you. It's going to be very difficult to move from side to side from here. So what I'm looking at here is, all right, now if I'm at the net as my opponent, I want to look at them maybe hitting that ball into this red little circle behind them, okay, or into this little blue circle. So it's a reaching kind of space. What happens when we get compact into this squatting, we end up kind of doing like a shuffle kind of crab thing, and we get caught behind us. So it's very, very tricky to move and accelerate in a forward direction. Okay, so we do think about protecting our feet a lot. So a simple thing to kind of consider when you are mid-court, okay? I know it's very easy to get low and want to be in this defensive spot. Okay, what we do want to think of is, can I move from this position? So ideally, if I kind of get into a looser, kind of a stagger step, like a sprinter stance, okay, what this is going to do is it's going to enable a forward motion. So now from here, let's say my opponent hits the ball to my right, I'm going to pivot, push off my left foot, and step with my right. So you see that when I make this motion, I'm turning my toes towards the ball, and this back leg is releasing. What this is going to allow me to do is then move into my shot and go forward, okay? So we want that forward motion, okay? And now the other direction that we're going to go is then left. So now I turn and pivot towards my left, and it creates a forward motion. Okay? What's really important about this turning of your toes is it turns your hips and it gets that paddle out in front of you. What often happens is this person goes this direction. That paddle ends up behind you, and that body weight pulls you this direction or backwards, okay? So we want to be in a position to accelerate or move, possibly even attack the ball, okay? So when we're moving in this spot, I want to use my paddle to protect my feet. So it's almost like a little shovel, okay? And this gives me a position that I can now adjust into a forward motion, okay? So remember, if I'm squatting down like this, my weight is going to sit in my heels, and then very often players end up bending down with their entire body to hit the ball instead of just dropping the tip of the paddle, okay? So we want to simplify and always be in a position to move forward. So keep it simple. Right toe pointing to the ball on your right, left toe pointing to the ball on your left.
I know finding good pickleball instruction locally isn't always easy. That's why we created the online version of my Pickleball Academy. As a member, you have access to a collection of courses, lessons, drills, workouts, tips, and more. It's like having access to me anytime you want. And the best part, for a limited time, you get to try it for free. Just go to sarahansbury.com/free to try it out. I can't wait to see you on the inside